Furniture is one of the largest waste categories for a household in the United States. And on top of that, it is one of the few waste categories, where there's virtually no recycling. So what we try to do at Kaiyo is make it super convenient to sell your furniture when you're done with it. My name is Alpay Koralturk. I'm the founder and CEO of Kaiyo. Kaiyo is an online marketplace for pre-loved furniture that's committed to great designs, an exceptional customer care experience, and a more sustainable planet. We make beautiful products accessible to everyone and better for our planet by making it really easy to buy and sell your furniture. So I got married at the end of 2014, and my wife and I had to furnish a new apartment in New York City. She and I are both quite passionate about the environment and sustainability, so we wanted to get secondhand. Unfortunately, the experience was so frustrating and the outcome was so disappointing that I thought there just needs to be a better way of doing this that's convenient for the customer, and because of that, ultimately better for the planet as well. What we provide is the fast free pickup. We do cleaning, every sofa gets washed. We do our own photography, like I mentioned, so what you see is truly what you're gonna get. The buyers and sellers have very clear conflicts of interest. We make sure that when our buyers see them, they get delighted on the upside, which we hear a lot actually. People write in and say, this looks way better in person than it did in your photographs. Well, that's because we have studio light bulbs that makes sure that if there are any imperfections, that they come out, that they're visible, and that at time of delivery you don't have an unpleasant surprise. We ask them to select the revenue share that they want to receive from the final sale. The guidance we give people is that if they select a little bit less, we're going to be more likely to pick up, because our algorithm ultimately looks at that as well, wants to make sure that every truck we put on the road, every time we put in the effort to save a piece, that we do it in a sustainable way, not just for the environment, but for the company as well. And that's where our technology is quite unique and different in the marketplace. And what we found is that in many cases, people actually don't care about that aspect. I mean, it's a nice kickback for them that they get to liquidate and get paid later down the line. But again, the primary concern is, in our experience, get this thing out for me, and please do the right thing with it, because it's a gorgeous piece. I've taken good care of it. You have to be passionate about what you're doing as an entrepreneur. It's really nice in the beginning, but then reality sets in, and one of my favorite entrepreneurs of all time actually say, founding a company is kind of like staring into the abyss and chewing glass. I certainly subscribe to that worldview, if I'm being honest. It takes a while before you get your footing, and if you're not passionate about what you're doing, when those tough days come, when you face challenges, whether it's with your systems, employees, customers, what have you, if you don't have that thing that's driving you, that you're passionate about, it's going to be very difficult climbing out of that hole. Being passionate about the environment for me is something personal. I'm a millennial. Statistics show that this is actually a big deal for millennials. 3/4 of us, according to Nielsen, consider the environmental impact to be a major factor in purchase decisions. So for us, this is a critical thing, maybe because it's clear that in our lifetimes the impact of some of the things that came before us will come to realization and become material. So it's extra motivating for me to be working on something that I feel could potentially someday leave a legacy. If we can make a true impact on this, make a true dent in the furniture waste problem, and hopefully become a carbon negative company in the next decade, that's, I think, it's something that I'll be happy to look back and reminisce about when I'm older. We plant a tree through the National Forest Foundation for every item that we save out of landfills. It's going to take them time to grow and start removing meaningful amounts of carbon, but we've started early, so we're going to make way there. Some of the other things that we'll be doing over the coming years is transitioning our fleet and our warehouses to renewable energy sources and electric vehicles as well when the technology is ready for that. That would ensure that we're we're absolutely a carbon negative company, even when we include our supply chain, of which there actually isn't, that much. A lot of our carbon output comes from what we do. So we're very passionate about that. We hope to be a net positive company for the environment.